Away from that tragic incident, Ghana has secured a staff-level agreement with the International Monetary Fund for the disbursement of $360 million third tranche of the $3 billion extended credit facility. This was announced at a joint press conference by the Finance Ministry and the IMF in Accra on Saturday. The following report has more. Since May 2023, Ghana has been under a $3 billion IMF extended credit program. Following a review in January 2024, the fund disbursed a second $600 million to Ghana after the initial $600 million released in May. A second staff-level review has just been completed with a potential release of a $360 million third tranche. At a joint press conference by the Finance Ministry and the IMF in Accra, Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, shared some insights on the issues discussed during the review.
If you look at the fund program that we have a monetary policy consultation clause, right, which defines bands for the inflation outcome. So one of the issues that we discussed was the fact that we are doing better than forecasted in terms of the inflation.
One of the cardinal issues discussed was budget overruns in an election year. Finance Minister Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam expressed commitment to ensure fiscal discipline.
Ghana's medium-term macroeconomic outlook and prospects continue to be positive and promising, with the government maintaining its commitment to implementing comprehensive structural reforms to support growth, to improve the PFM systems, to improve revenue mobilization, and support sound monetary and exchange policies. We have also put in place sufficient control and monitoring mechanisms to ensure key targets under the IMF supporter program are met, even though 2024 is an election year. Ladies and gentlemen, if you recall, on assumption of duty as minister, I promised my commitment to the full implementation of the IMF program, notwithstanding the fact that we have faced some challenges. We will continue to ensure that the program is on course. I also promise that I will hold the line when it comes to expenditure in this election year. Most election years, expenditures have become reckless. This year, we are going to hold the line and ensure that we do not embark on extra budgetary spending in order to ensure that the fiscal balances we've negotiated, particularly those in this year's budget, are met at the end of the fiscal year.
IMF Mission Chief Stefan Rude, while announcing the staff-level agreement, praised Ghana's performance under the program.
Our assessment is that performance under the program has been generally strong and consistent with the authorities' commitments. Most of the quantitative targets were met, and good progress is being made on the key structural reform milestones under the program. Most importantly, the authorities' strong policy and reform efforts to restore macroeconomic stability and debt sustainability, to lay the foundations for stronger and more inclusive growth, are already generating positive results. In other words, the program is working. Economic activity in 2023 was more robust than we initially envisaged. Growth projections are about to be revised in the context of the program, especially for this year in 2024. On the fiscal front, the government has adjusted the policy stance to bring about a reduction in deficits and to restore the sustainability of public finances. Our assessment is that fiscal performance has been strong, and Ghana has lowered the fiscal primary deficit by over 4 percentage points of GDP in 2023, and it is on track to achieve a primary surplus of 0.5% of GDP in 2024. I believe it's the first time in a long time that Ghana would manage to have a primary surplus.
Following this staff-level agreement, Ghana is confident that by end of June this year, the IMF board will approve the disbursement of the $360 million third tranche of the $3 billion extended credit facility. But of course, we are told that this is highly dependent on Ghana finalizing its debt restructuring operation with official creditors and significant progress on debt restructuring with external bondholders. For Citi News, my name is Charles Ozukume reporting from the Finance Ministry here in Accra.